In the long grind of a working life, the alarms, the commutes, the constant sense that your time is already spoken for, money is both lifeline and mirage. It feeds us, shelters us, keeps the lights on, yet it can vanish as quickly as it arrives. Most of us are taught to work for it, but not to make it work for us. The truth, as I wrote in The Philosophy of Markets, is that money is never neutral. It moves through channels shaped by human belief, psychology, and systems that are often designed to reward the few at the expense of the many. If you are part of the working majority, you are sailing in waters that were not charted for you to reach safe harbor by accident. Progress, even in small steps, requires both the right tools and the awareness to use them wisely. For the new investor starting from a modest wage, a thin safety net, and little more than determination, those tools can take the form of three vessels: the mutual fund, the money market fund, and the index fund. Each carries your money differently through time. Each has strengths, weaknesses, and hidden traps that can either slow your journey or sink you entirely. The mutual fund, the active captain. Here, a professional manager chooses what to buy and sell for you, aiming to beat the market. For a beginner, this can feel reassuring. Someone else is steering the ship. When to use it? If you want a more hands-off option but are willing to pay higher fees for the chance of better-than-average returns. The trap, the narrative trap. Believing the captain is always right. Even skilled managers can have bad years or get caught in market downturns. Many don't outperform cheaper, simpler options over time. If you use this vessel, look for low-cost funds with a strong long-term track record, and don't put all your money here. 2. The money market fund, the safe harbor. This is where you keep money you might need soon, your emergency savings, your just-in-case fund. It's low-risk, stable, and easy to access. When to use it? To protect short-term money from big market swings. The trap, the comfort trap, thinking that because your money feels safe, it's growing enough. Inflation quietly eats away at your buying power over time. Keep only what you truly need here, then send the rest out to work in investments that can grow. 3. The index fund, the steady current and the always-up tide. This fund simply follows the market, owning a little piece of many companies. It doesn't try to pick winners or time the tides. It moves with the whole ocean. If you invest in something like the S&P 500, you're buying into an index that is designed to trend upward over time. Here's why. Underperforming companies get removed and replaced with stronger ones. It's like a ship's crew that's constantly swapping out weak rowers for stronger ones. The long-term direction is forward. This doesn't mean the ride is smooth. In the short term, the market can still drop sharply, sometimes by 20% or more in a bad year. But over decades, these always-up indices have recovered from every crash, rewarding those who stayed the course. When to use it? For long-term investing, 5 years or more, where you want steady, low-cost growth and you can stomach short-term drops. The trap, the tide trap. The design pushes the market upward over time, but it can still be terrifying when waves hit. Many beginners sell during downturns, turning temporary losses into permanent ones. The key here is to ride out the storms and keep investing steadily, even when the water feels rough. Final guidance. You don't need a big lump sum to start. Even £10, £50 a month builds up when you invest consistently. Think of it like planting seeds. The earlier you start, the more time they have to grow. Your goal is not to chase quick riches, it's to slowly and steadily build a portfolio that will serve you years from now. By understanding each vessel and avoiding its trap, you give yourself a far better chance of reaching your destination, no matter how small your starting point. The closing image. Wealth building for most of us is not a race to outrun the wealthy. It is a voyage to reach our own distant shore without sinking along the way. But the sea is not honest. It does not simply rise and fall. It conspires with its winds, its hidden currents, its unseen predators. It offers calm to lure you from the harbor, swells to test your grip on the tiller, and glittering horizons to draw you into deeper waters. The market is no different. It does not ask whether you deserve safe passage. It only asks whether you understand its games well enough to avoid becoming someone else's liquidity. In the end, the three vessels are not just ways to hold your money. They are ways to hold your belief in safety, in growth, in the future itself. and belief, like any cargo, can be stolen if you leave it unattended. So choose your vessel, know its traps, and remember, even the smallest crew can cross great distances if they know the sea well enough to survive it.